Welcome to my channel. Today's video we are going to study about the direct form 2 realization of the LTI CT system. So in the previous video direct form 1 realization problem we discussed. Okay, that is these topics are under the block diagram representation of LTI system. Okay, block diagram representation of LTI continuous time system. Okay, so there are 4 different ways of realization. One is direct form 1, direct form 2, cascade form and parallel form. Okay, so already you know, so we discussed in that thing. So in the block diagram representation, we are going to use the 3 blocks. One is adder block, another one is a scalar, okay, or gain block. Then the third one is a integrator block. Okay, so using that 3 block, we are going to realize this system in direct form 2. Okay, so you see the question. Realize in direct form 2. So what is the given system equation means? D power 3 y of t divided by dt power 3 plus 4 into d squared y of t divided by dt squared plus 7 dy of t divided by dt plus 8 into y of t equal to 5 d squared x of t divided by dt squared plus 4 dx of t divided by dt plus 7 x of t. So this is the given system equation. Okay. So we are going to realize this system equation in direct form 2. Okay. So this is the May 2011 question, 8-mark question. Okay. So you see, so what is the first step in the direct form 2 realization means? So the given equation is a time domain equation. So we have to convert this time domain equation into first Laplace domain. Okay. Y means we are going to draw the block diagram in a S domain. Okay. When compared to the time domain analysis, the Laplace domain analysis is very easy. So that's why first we have to take a Laplace transform for the above system equation. Okay. So you know, according to the differentiation property of Laplace transform, so we have to take Laplace transform for each term. Okay. So what is the first term you see? D power 3 y of t divided by dt power 3. That is the output y of t we have to differentiate 3 times. Okay. So what is the 3 time differentiation of the output signal y of t? So the Laplace transform answer is s power 3 into y of s. Okay. Plus the next term 4 into d squared y of t divided by dt squared. So 2 time differentiation. So what is the Laplace transform of the 2 time differentiation of the signal y of t? S squared into capital Y of S. Similarly, plus the constant 7 into dy of t divided by dt. The Laplace transform of 1 time differentiation is S into capital Y of S. Okay, plus 8 into what is the Laplace transform of small y of t? Capital Y of S. Okay, equal to in the right side. So the differentiation, 2 time differentiation of the signal, input signal x of t. So the Laplace transform answer is s squared into x of s. Similarly, 4 into s into x of s plus Laplace transform of x of t is 7 into capital X of s. Okay. So the Laplace transform of the entire equation, this is this one. Okay. So after that, so you see in the left sided term, so all term is having commonly capital Y of s. So you take Y of s as common. So we have to write the remaining term s power 3 plus 4s squared plus 7s plus 8. Okay, which is equal to, in the right side, you have to take x of s as a common, 5s squared plus 4s plus 7. Okay, so from this, we have to find the transfer function h of s. Okay, so anyway, it is a direct form 1 or direct form 2. From the time domain system equation, we have to take Laplace transform and rearrange, and we have to find the transfer function h of s. Okay. So from this, the ratio y of s divided by x of s, it is called as a transfer function h of s. So the transfer function h of s equal to y of s by x of s. It can be written as, so y you keep here, this x of s you give it to this one. So that's why this 5s squared plus 4s plus 7 divided by this term, it will come to the denominator. Okay. So this is the y of s divided by x of s. So this is the first step. Okay. Similarly, then the next step is to, after calculating this y of s by x of s, so I am multiplying. You see, y of s by x of s, it can be written as y of s by w of s into w of s by x of s. That is, we are multiplying w of s to the numerator and the denominator, means the value it will not changing. Okay. So you write this y of s by x of s as y of s by w of s into w of s by x of s equal to this one you just write. Okay. So now we are going to split this numerator. That is, this is numerator polynomial divided by the denominator polynomial. So we have to split this numerator divided by denominator into two different polynomials. Okay. So let us see here. So in this, how to split this one means this w of s divided by x of s. Okay. So you see the second part. This w of s divided by x of s. So you just consider as this 1 divided by this denominator. Okay. So 1 divided by the denominator value, you just take it as a w of s divided by x of s. Okay. And one more thing, what is the remaining thing? Y of s divided by w of s. So y of s divided by w of s, you have to consider as a numerator. Okay. So you see, so when we are multiplying these two terms, so we will get the previous equation. Okay. So from this, so how you can consider means w divided by x equal to 1 divided by the denominator term. This output divided by the intermediate variable w, you just consider as a numerator. Okay, so this is the step in direct form 2 method. Okay, in a direct form 1, so after calculating this h of s, so you just divide both numerator and denominator by highest power of s. Okay, so that is in direct form 1 realization. So in order to implement in direct form 2, this is the procedure. Okay, this y divided by x, we have to expand as a y by w into w by x. Okay. So you consider w by x as a 1 by denominator, y by w as a numerator, you just consider. Okay, this is the thing. Then, so from this equation, okay, from this first part, w by x is equal to 1 by this. So you cross multiply. Okay, so you just cross multiply these two things and these two things. So if you are cross multiplying means w of s into s power 3, 4s squared, 7s plus 8. You multiply to here. And this x of s is coming to this one. So you see the equation s power 3 w of s plus 4s squared w of s plus 7s w of s plus 8 w of s equal to x of s. Okay. So you got this equation. So from this equation, so what we have to find means, so you see this equation consisting of the different w of s term, only one input variable x of s term. Okay. So from this, we have to derive one equation. So what is that equation means? The highest power of s into w of s. You keep that term in the left side and we have to give the remaining term to the right side. So from this equation, the s power 3 w of s, okay, equal to x of s. So this 3 term you give it to the right side. So minus 4s squared w of s minus 7s w of s minus 8 w of s. Okay, so this is the equation number 1. So this equation number 1 is a half of the diagram in the direct form 2 realization. Okay, this is one of the equation in order to implement the direct form 2 realization. Okay, and the next thing, so we consider this is one term, and what about the remaining term? Y divided by w equal to 5s squared plus 4s plus 7. So you take that one. So y of s by w of s equal to 5s squared plus 4s plus 7. So here you just cross multiply. So if you are cross multiplying this w of s to this side means, so y of s equal to 5s squared w of s plus 4s w of s plus 7 w of s. So this is the equation number 2. So these two equations we have to realize in direct form 2. Okay, so you see, so in direct form 2, so what are the two equations we are forming means, one is the output. Okay, the second equation is output variable y equal to full this term consisting of w of s. Okay, so output as the function of the intermediate variable w of s. It is a one equation, and another one equation is the highest power of s into the intermediate variable equal to function of input and w of s. Okay, so we have to form these two equations, and using these two equations we have to draw the direct form 2 realization. Okay, so how to draw the direct form 2 realization means, you see these two equation we have to realize in a diagram. Okay, so you see this diagram. So this is the direct form 2 realization of the given circuit. Okay, so from this, so you just place the 3 point. Okay, so this point is a x of s. Okay, this is x of s. This center point is a highest power. Okay, this highest power of s into w of s, intermediate variable. This one you have to take, and this last point. Okay, this point is a y of s. Okay, so you just place first 3 points. X of s is the center value, the intermediate variable, highest power of s power 3 w of s and y of s. You just place 3 points. Okay, after that, so we have to realize the first equation. So what is that first equation? This s power 3 w of s is obtained by adding the 4 terms. Okay, so what is the first term? X of s. Okay, so we have to place one adder here. Okay, so if we want to add 4 term means we needed 3 adders. Okay, you see 1, 2, 3. If I want to add in order to realize the equation number 1, so we needed the 3 adders. So this is the first adder, second adder and the third adder. So the first adder, what is the input? What is the first input? X of s. So this is the external input applied to that one. So you just draw x of s, first one. Okay. And what is the next term? Minus 4 s squared into w of s. Okay. So we are considering this point as a s power 3 into w of s. Okay. So from s power 3 into w of s, so how can you obtain s squared into w of s? So s power 3, s squared, what is the difference? 1 s. Okay, so we have to reduce 1 s. So you just see when we are applying s power 3 w of s to one integrator. Okay, so we are not at all going to use the differentiator. We are going to use the block integrator. Okay, so you know the reason. Integrator, it suppresses the noise signal. Differentiator means it enhances, it amplifies the noise signal. So that's why the integrator block only we are going to use. So you just consider one integrator block. Integrator block means, you know, so you draw one square, within that one 1 by s means it is an integrator block. So for the integrator, we are assuming the input applied to this integrator is s power 3 into w of s. So s power 3 w of s, if you are giving to integrator means, what is the output? So this s power 3 w of s multiplied with 1 by s. So what is the answer? 1 s cancelled. So what is the output of this integrator? S squared into w of s. Okay. So you see what is the second term? Minus 4 s squared w of s. So s squared w of s we got. So this s squared w of s, this line, you give it to one gain block. Okay. So you just draw one line, and if you are putting one arrow means, in that arrow if you are writing the gain value minus 4 means this is said to be the gain block or scalar block. Okay. So this s squared w of s is multiplied with minus 4. So what is the answer here? Minus 4 s squared w of s. So the second term we got. So the second answer you give it to one adder. Okay. Similarly, you see the third term. What is the third term? Minus 7 s into w of s. Okay. So already in this point we are having s squared w of s. Okay. So from s squared w of s, we have to obtain s into w of s. Okay. So how to obtain? Once more, this s squared w of s, you give it to one more integrator, 1 by s. Okay. So if you are applying to one more integrator means, what is the answer? S squared w of s multiplied with 1 by s. So what is the answer? S into w of s. Okay. So this s into w of s, you multiply with the constant minus 7. So you take one wire. So this, in this wire, the gain value is minus 7 means, so here the answer is minus 7 s w of s. Okay. Then what is the last term? Minus 8 w of s. Okay. So this point is having s into w of s. You see, this point is s power 3 w of s. So this value, if you give it to one integrator means it is reduced to s squared. Then s squared w of s is given to one integrator means s into w of s. This s into w of s, you give it to one integrator means, what is the answer? W of s you got. Okay. So this w of s you multiply with, what is the last value? So the last value is minus 8. Okay. So here, so it is not 7. So the value is a minus 8. Okay. So you multiply with the gain value minus 8. So this minus 8 W of S. Okay. So you give it to one adder. Adder means the adder is having at least 2 input. Okay. Only 2 input. That's why this last term added with this term minus 7S into W of S. Then the output of this adder is given to this adder. So for this adder, this output and this minus 4S square W of S is added. So this adder output is given to this adder. So finally, what is the output available for this adder? So this adder output is X of S minus 4S square W of S minus 7S into W of S minus 8 into W of S. So we which is equal to the so the output of this adder. So output of this adder, it is nothing but a S power 3 W of S. So we we implemented the first equation. Okay. So S power 3 W of S answer is available here. Okay. So S power 3 W of S, this half diagram we implemented. Okay. So the next one, we have to implement the second equation. What is the second equation? The output Y of S. The output Y of S is nothing but it is an addition of 3 terms. Okay. So if we want to add 3 terms, means we needed 2 adder. Okay. So we needed 2 adders. So similar to here you place 2 adders. Okay. So what is the first term? So the output Y, it is nothing but addition of 3 terms. So what is the first term? 5S square W of S. Already we derived the S square W of S. Where is S square W of S? This point. Okay. The output of this first integrator, it is said to be the S square W of S. So from this point, you take one wire in the this direction. Okay, so you take one wire and in this wire you multiply with the gain value 5. Okay, so here we are placing one gain or scalar multiplier 5. So what is the answer for this line? 5 S power S square W of S. Okay, so we got the first term. Then what is the next term? 4S W of S. Already we derived S W of S. This point is said to be S W of S. So this S into W of S, you take one wire, you multiply with the constant 4. Okay. Similarly, 7 W of S. This W of S is available in the last point. So this W of S, you multiply with the constant 7. Okay. So now we have to add these 3 terms. So in order to add 3 terms, we are having 2 input adder. So place adder here. Okay. So for this adder, you give these 2 inputs. And the output of this adder and this one is added. So now the output of this adder is said to be the output variable Y of S. Okay. So this is the direct form 2 realization. So what is the difference between direct form 1 realization and direct form 2 realization? Means in direct form 2 realization, in center we are using integrator. In the left side and the right side we are using adders. Okay. So this integrator is the same integrator is shared by input side as well as output side. Okay, in order to derive S square W of S, only one integrator we are using. Okay, so this integrator output you shared here and you shared here. Okay, so that's why in the direct form 2 realization, the number of integrators used is reduced by half the amount. Okay, when compared to direct form 1 realization. So if you are solving this problem in direct form 1 method means, so we needed 6 integrators. Since in direct form 1 realization, so already you studied. Okay, so you see this is the direct form 1 diagram. So in the direct form 1 diagram, you see the integrator is used in first one and the last one. In centers, we have to use the adder. Okay, but in direct form 2 realization, in center we have to use integrator. The first and the last we have to use adders. Okay, so the adders, the number of adders is not reduced in the direct form 1 and 2. It is same as it, but the number of integrators used in the direct form 2 realization is reduced by half the amount. Okay, so that is the greatest advantage of direct form 2 realization. Okay, So these are all these steps to be followed in order to realize direct form 2 realization. Okay, so this direct form 2 is a basic for the next 2 realization, that is cascade form and parallel form. Okay, so this is the important thing one. Okay, so what are the steps we have to follow? So first one, the time domain equation. For the time domain equation, we have to apply Laplace transform. We have to find y of s by x of s equation. Okay, after that, the y of s by x of s is splitted as y by w and w by x. Okay, so y by w as a numerator, w by x you have to take it as a 1 by denominator, and you have to cross multiply. So we got 2 equation. So what is the structure of the 2 equation? Means one is the highest power of s into intermediate variable w of s as a function of input and intermediate variable. This is the first equation. And the second equation is output as a function of intermediate variable, only intermediate variable. This is the second equation. Okay, so we have to realize these 2 equation in a diagram. Okay, so these are all the steps to be followed in order to realize the direct form 2 realization. Okay, so in the next video we are going to solve the cascade form and parallel form realization. Okay, so we'll see in the next video. So keep watching my channel and subscribe my channel for more videos, and thank you.